One of the first ways that the spirit of rejection affects people is and honestly, in my opinion, the most common that I've seen is bitterness and depression, right? Many of you will ask me, like, why am I so, like, we'll talk to me about your depression, and I'll ask you very simple questions because I know where they lead to. Did you go through bullying? 1, how was your relationship with your parents? 2, what type of, like, romantic relationships have you been in? Those 3 will tell me very many things. And what happens is you become very bitter. I've seen people who are like, I'll never forgive, I'll never do this. I used to be that person. I had to sit with the Lord and go through a list of every single person who bullied me, everything that people who, again, they were all kids. I was a child too. I had to go through the list and be like, Lord, I forgive. I repent of whatever grudge I held against them, right? I did that. I had to go through the list. Many people don't understand you need to do that. Even if you're the victim, you need to repent of any grudge you hold. Bitterness is the most common thing I've seen. I've seen 13, 14, 15-year-olds bitter, extremely tied down by that spirit of bitterness because of bullying that happened when they were like 7 or 8. That's the point. That's the first thing that comes. The next thing that I've seen, and is honestly, in my opinion, I've seen it a lot more recently, is it comes with hypersexuality. Right? One of the things is the devil loves to pervert. He loves to pervert people, to bring shame on top of it. Because again, guys, remember, it's a chain. A chain has links. The more links you add to something, the more people think they're more free, but in reality, they're tied down. Recently, there's a girl, and for those of you who know what I'm talking about, there's a specific girl, and she, I think, is like an OnlyFans model. And she had this thing where she was sleeping with a certain number of men. I'm not going to mention the number of men. I'm not going to mention her name either. And as a person who sees in the spirit, that's the spirit of rejection. I'm telling you, if we look at her to the bottom of everything, that's the spirit of rejection. I've seen it a lot more, even in men. A lot of younger men will be rejected by their father, rejected by their mother. The next thing they think to do is to turn to women for that validation that only God can give. Ooh, same thing with other young girls. They'll be rejected by a parental figure, often a father figure, and the next thing they do is turn to a man, turn to whatever you're into, as a form of coping, as a form of comfort, as a way of soothing yourself. It's like a little pacifier. But the thing is, if you use a pacifier for too long, what does it become? Toxic. Even a matter of fact, it's not even a pacifier. It's like you're using a cactus as a pacifier. It's hurting you, but you're not feeling it because for some reason it's helping you. When it's really not. It's pricking you. It's hurting you. You're bleeding. You're in pain. The world can see you're in pain. The world can see how bad you're hurt. You're just not seeing it.